Hey folks, Coach Danny here from the Online Basketball Academy. And today we're going to be looking at some baseline out of bounds basketball plays to use at the end of the game. Now, these basketball plays are kind of going to make your head scratch a little bit. They're the type of basketball plays that you're going to think to yourself, wow, it's just so crazy that it might just work. This is not something you're probably going to run every single possession. These plays are not, kind of your standard inbounds plays. They're plays basically to use when you're desperate and you need to pull something out of your hand. 50% of the time it might not work, but you need an easy basket at the end of the game. You need to try something creative. That is where these plays come in. So keep in mind when you do watch this that you might be scratching your head a little bit and think, would this really work? But a lot of these plays are actually crazy enough so that they would work in the end of a game type of situation. Okay, so the first play that we're looking at here, this baseline out of bounds basketball play, is named line four. Now, like I said, keep in mind when looking at this, these plays are meant for quick and easy baskets when you need to pull something out of your hat. It's not something that you're going to want to run consistently because a lot of these plays are so, I wouldn't say easy, but so easy to figure out that they wouldn't work more than once in a game. Now, this particular play is actually my favorite one here to use because it is one of those situations where it's so easy that it works, right? I think every time I've used this, I usually pull it out maybe once every few games, or once every few close games, and it's just so easy to read that you wouldn't actually think that it works. So, like I said, this one is named line four. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to bring three of our players up here in a straight line near the 3 point line. And the whole goal of this particular play is to make the defense think that something is going to happen with these three players, right? We want to take the focus off of number three. The whole focus is, something's going to happen with number two, something's going to happen with number five, something's going to happen with number four. There's going to be some sort of screen set, to get one of these players to either, come off a screen for a wide open shot or, cut to the basket, something like that. We're also going to have number three face the 3 point line. So number three is looking up here, right? Number three is looking at these players. So everybody on the defensive end is going to be thinking that number three is setting a screen for one of these three players. So they're not really focused too much on number three. When I do this, I actually go as far as to have this player, number three, scream and yell that he will be screening for one of these players. So, or she. This player number three will scream, "I'm screening for you, number five," or "I'm screening for you, number four." We want to sell that so much that number three will be screening for one of these players that we'll even go as far as to vocalize it. Right? We want the defense to think that number three is just completely out of the play, and all that's going to happen in this particular play is number three is going to take about a step over here to screen for one of these players, and then they're going to backdoor to the basket, and that is going to be wide open just about every single time, right? Maybe you folks are looking at me thinking that I'm crazy right now, but every single time I've ever run this play at any age group, whether it's younger age groups, older age group, all it is you're fooling the defense, right? You're even running up to them. You're just turning around right here, backdoor cut, easy layup. If you want to go this way as well, you can do it. But I'll actually bring my player to the far side and get them an easy right-handed layup, which is especially important when you're dealing with younger age groups. But our older age groups will even get it every time. During our older age groups, we might actually have, a screen being set here. So then we do have a backup option where we have a shot going that way. But like I said, the whole point of this one is just to get some sort of fake backdoor cut and an easy layup there for number three. It is so crazy that it does work almost every single time. All right, folks, I need to quickly stop right there before we move into our next topic to mention that right now, 97.1% of our daily viewers are not subscribed to our channel. So that means if you are one of these people, if you are one of these 97.1% who are not currently subscribed but are watching this video, it would be greatly appreciated if you could take the time real quick to hit that subscribe button. It will help us continue to make content like this, continue to make basketball plays for other coaches, basketball drills for other players, and basketball, everything that, both players and coaches and organizations alike can use. So again, if you could really quickly take the time to hit that subscribe button, it'll just take 2 seconds. It would be greatly appreciated. But moving on to our next topic. Okay, so the next play that we're looking at here is named box split. Now, for this one, we want to get some sort of pick and roll here to result in an easy layup, right? We don't want to risk anything too crazy. We want to get easy layup at the end of the game, and we're just going to basically fold out of this box and get into a pick and roll. So for this particular play, what we're going to do to start is have the two players closest to the basket simply just split from the basket. So number two is going to sprint over there, and number three is going to sprint over there so that they are nice and wide. If they want to, they can even start moving up a little bit because we want them to just completely space the floor. Now, as that is happening, number four here is going to go set a screen for number five. Number five is then coming off of that screen, and we have an easy pick and roll here between number five and number four to the basket, right? So for this one, we're lining up like a box. It's an easy split, and it is an easy layup there every time. Let's take another look at it real quick here. So we're resetting, right? We're in that box shape, right? We're in the box. What we're going to have to start, like I said, a split. Number two sprints over here. Number three sprints over here. We are nice and wide right now. And as that's happening, number five is setting that screen for number four. Number four is coming off that screen, cutting hard to the basket. And then number five can roll there as well. So we have a few options, right? Another thing we can look at this particular play, if we want to change it up a little bit, right, we're still going to line up into our box, but we could even have number two and number three have some sort of movement to get open. So if they wanted to just sprint up here and sprint up here, and they get some sort of screen action as well. Maybe number two sets a screen for number three. Number three, sprints down here for a shot option if you want to have that second option. That can work as well. It's just the whole point of this particular play is that we want number three and number two to be wide so that we can have that pick and roll right here. So if you want to bring number three up, like I said, after they cut wide to set a backup screen for number two, and then maybe they can be there for, an outside 3-point shot, that is an option as well. But the whole point of it is we want that easy layup for 4 and 5, that pick and roll that will result in an easy layup there for one of these two players, right? All right, folks, that is all we have for today's particular topic. If you made it this far into today's lesson, it is greatly appreciated. Now, if you guys could also do me a huge favor and like this video and subscribe to our channel, it would also be greatly appreciated. We are the Online Basketball Academy. My name is Coach Danny, and I continuously upload different basketball plays, basketball systems, basketball tactics, and basketball drills that youth basketball players or training basketball players can use or basketball coaches can use with their players and their teams. Like I said, folks, if you could take the time to like this video and subscribe to our channel so I can continue to make this type of content for you all, that would be greatly appreciated. Till next time, peace out.